Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in this morning. We've got Ms. LeGrone and I got so tied up here on the things that we're going to present to you this morning, and we weren't paying enough attention to what was going on. So, thank you for tuning in this morning for our regular Thursday edition of Panola Pride.
And we're not going to cook anything today.
And we're not going to plug in our skillet, but I told Ms. LeGrone maybe we could blow a fuse anyway. So it's good to be with you this morning. We thank you so much. I haven't had a chance to kind of go through some of this, Ms. LeGrone. I know you have some announcements that you always make. I'm going to let you do that because I haven't read it and I might say it wrong. Go ahead.
Oh, you wouldn't say it wrong because it's very simple. But
give us an
mainly,
update.
I wanted to announce that we at last have a sign on our front lawn telling our library hours in front of the jail.
Oh, good. So people that go by will know when they're open.
Many people say, "Well, I never did write it down when you said it or when you published it, and I go by there and you're closed, and I don't know when you open." Well, we have put it on the door. And then Bud Worley and his boys have fixed the sign to include that.
Yes.
So we have it now so that
Let me inject this, too, for the benefit of the public. They might say, well, I wonder why they're not open every day. When you're working with volunteer people and trying to make schedules and things like that, you have a limited amount of available help for you there. And so if they can maintain the schedule that they have, which is Tuesday and Wednesday or Monday and Tuesday?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
And Sunday afternoon.
And Sunday afternoon. And I would find, for a lot of people, Sunday afternoon to be a good day.
Well, this is why we have some people that are willing to take their Sundays to do this.
Yes.
Because they think there are some people that cannot come through the week.
Right. Now, was there something else?
Well, the state, I wanted to add to that when we were getting state recognition on doing this authentically, doing this building authentically, they asked us to try to plan to have it open to the public one day a month, at least. And we thought that was just not even enough to start with, so we have it 3 days a week.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I see what you mean.
We could get state recognition.
State requirement was 1 day a month.
Right. In other words, 12 days a year.
And we're running 3 days a week.
Yes.
Well, that just shows we're better.
And we're running strictly with volunteers. Now we're getting rapidly toward the time when we're going to have some paid help in the library because our volunteers are working people with families.
Yes.
And so, as you mentioned, there are limited hours that they
can
put in.
Well, that would be governed, of course, by
the business
by the availability of funds too, to be able to have someone there.
But we'll get to that one day. Now, this is the list of things I thought we'd talk about.
Well, I want us to get into that, Ms. LeGrone, because I think that this certainly should be a subject of great interest to the people because it's right.
I feel sure that people have read the story that Miss Negra wrote in the paper for yesterday's paper. She was with us on Monday evening. I'm sorry the entire public could not be there because we had a rare presentation, and I wanted to introduce that and then tell what we're going to do with it plus some other things.
All right. So, tell us about that.
All right. This presentation was the result of 15 months of research and work by two young men, Andy Snow, and his friend Guy Henry, to reconstruct a model of the plane that James Brewster named during World War II, named Via Panola Express, a B-19 bomber
that flew out of
England and for 59 missions over
Europe and Germany.
Germany mainly.
Bombing missions.
59 bombing missions, and James Brewster was the chief maintenance man of the crew that took care of those 18 planes in the squadron.
Uh-huh.
And they let him name one of them for his
boy.
home county.
Hey.
And he and Ann were at the presentation along with some of their family and friends. We had a house full of people that came that knew what to expect more than we did. We didn't know it was going to be so spectacular.
Oh, is that right? Is
And
that right? They
yes,
said we want to come
we
make
want
a
to present
presentation.
this to you. Right. We knew they had done a model of the plane, but these boys have gotten information from Washington, from the
War Department?
Smithsonian.
Yeah, is that right?
From the Smithsonian, actual pictures with James in them, and they have copies of some of those pictures in the display. And the display is under plexiglass, sealed in it. But the plane, she took the picture here, it's exactly to scale.
Oh, great.
And they have the whole story of the squadron, of how the planes were built and how they were carried to Europe, and what their, well, they were called the workhorses, I think, of the, of the war.
That B-17 was
yes, it was well known.
It was the
right.
Big Daddy airplane.
And
that,
of
really
course, you know, Anne, James's wife, was an English girl.
Yes, yes.
And they married there, and she said that she would listen for the bomb runs to come in and count the planes, and she'd know if one went down or if more than one went down. And so it was a wonderful thing that they did, and did it for our historical museum. And this will be the highlight. They have done this, and Miss Negro went on to say, so authentic that they showed the oil streaks on the plane after they wanted to show it's been in service.
Uh-huh.
And if you look closely, it has the official name on the nose of it.
Oh, that's great.
And you can even flash a light in the nose here and see the seats where the pilot, everything.
Oh, the boys did a good job on it.
They did. But not just that. They have letters from the Smithsonian
that give it,
that tell the story.
Authenticity
and how it was built and so on. Well, I tell all of that to tell you that I hope we can, and we hope to do this, to get a repeat performance of their program, because it was just outstanding.
Now, in addition...
And put it on video. Okay. Maybe have it at this program some morning.
That would be nice.
And let everybody know actually what these boys have done is just tremendous. In addition to these two young men who have done all this work, we had Mr. Jake Howland. You probably know him.
Yes, know Jake well.
All right. He was a navigator at the same time in the same area.
Okay.
And he brought his navigator's map, a great big map under plexiglass, and presented it as a background for this plane, because he navigated the same area flights, you see. So this will add to our display.
Certainly.
Now, how are we going to use this? Oh, it's just going to be this kickoff for a real fine military display that we're planning.
Which you will have room for.
Yes.
And will that be upstairs or downstairs?
It will be upstairs. Entirely across the back of the...
That west wall?
The west wall, right.
Okay.
We have had a cabinet, a table-height cabinets built entirely across to hold mementos, and above it will be the flags of every war that Panola Countyans have fought in. The Texas Revolution.
Okay.
And my part of that assignment, we have a committee that's working on that, and Lucille Bowen and Linda Porter are leading that group, and they are stitching and making the official flags that were used at that time.
Oh, honey.
And I'm researching the men that were there.
Okay, so we're going to have a section then on that west wall upstairs then that will deal with all of the military people from the
beginning of Texas
Revolution to the what was next, the Civil War?
All right. Well, yes, the Second War with Mexico, followed the Texas joining the United States. But we'll have all that in one.
And you're going to be working on all of that
in the meantime, I've already been working, on the people that were there. And what we propose to do is to put as many names on that counter as we possibly can. and we can prove we're there.
And there's some research material which you've already
Oh,
done that has
much. And I have here 10 that I can verify were in the Texas Revolution, 10 from this county.
I see.
And I hope to make that somebody will know some others that we can prove. And what we mean to do is have available when people come and see this, cards and writing material for them to add name, to write out on a card any name that can be added.
Yes.
So this will be a growing exhibit, a living exhibit.
And it will be so constructed and made in such a way where these additions can be
made from time to time.
Can be added as additional information.
They can turn through the pages and see whose names are there and see if their ancestors are there and help us get them.
I see.
And now then, when will this be available?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Because
all right. We're working like mad to get it.
Sure.
And we have closed touring upstairs because we just can't tend to everything right now while we're trying to get ready to set this up.
We
are going to open everything on the 15th of October.
Now, is that the date that you guys have set?
That's the date. We have set the date.
Is that firm?
The date is firm. The hour is not firm yet.
That's right. October 15th.
October 15th is the firm date for the 100th anniversary of that building.
That's on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Now that was the time when you had tentatively have set for the 26th.
Yes, we've moved it up because we're still trying to schedule with the governor.
Yes, and so far she's.
Well, they've been busy with something else, you know. We're still waiting for them to get time to say yes.
I mean, they're not giving our jail project precedence over that stuff.
I'm afraid not right now, but we're keeping their hands tied. They're going to have to give us an answer right soon.
Well, but. You know, sometimes things are possible, sometimes things are not possible.
Well, we're just trying our best to schedule it so she can come.
If she can't come, maybe George Bush, maybe George Bush.
Maybe so. We might let the president come.
Attorney General or somebody.
We'll get some good speaker anyway.
Well, I have reason to believe that if she can't, she'll make it possible for some other.
Well, everybody close to her tells us that she is interested in this very sort of thing.
Well, that's good.
If they can schedule it for her, she will.
You know, the time, we're not through yet, but the time goes by so fast.
Well, I know. I could talk here for
you have a lot of stuff there.
Days on this, but I want to say thank you to some of these people. I want to say a special thank you to James Brewster.
Well, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, and this brought back old memories for him that were pretty sad.
Well, I filled up. Keep going.
kind of touching for us too.
Yes, it is.
They're fine folks, and this relived some of his hours, and he got control of his emotions enough to talk to us about it. And this was good about what would happen to them if they didn't get those planes ready to fly.
Oh, boy.
Said they would come in a terrible shape from one bombing raid, and by daylight the next morning they were gone again. And it was up to his crew.
They had to be fine-tuned.
Yes, they did. And he told how long it took to redo a motor. I hadn't thought about that. I'd have to pull a motor and redo it.
That thing got flak in it.
Yes.
Got a bullet through it.
Well, they came in all kinds of conditions.
Sure they did. Sure they did.
He said some of the pilots were so rattled they didn't know which plane they flew. When they came back in and landed a plane, they'd bring them in, but they couldn't tell you 6 hours later which plane was theirs because
never been through that.
Confusing and the flak, of course.
Sure.
Anyway, thanks to James Brewster and to Ann too, because she was there too. But James is a good guy, and we're so glad that we have this to honor him and his buddies.
That's nice.
Now we also want to say thanks to Andy Snow, a young boy that got the inspiration and started finding out about it.
Yes.
I understand that he got his hints from James. He was so interested that he started looking into it.
That's good.
And he went to the Smithsonian to get facts. And he has letters from the heads and from lawyers, from flyers, pilots, and so on. So thanks to him for his work on there. His picture is in the paper, and thanks to his friend Guy Henry,
Mm-hmm.
who is the builder of the model. That's his specialty.
I've never attempted to try to do anything like that, but it is so intricate, so
Oh, yes,
detailed, so
yes.
exacting.
Somebody says, did you use tweezers? Of course, some of these things are so tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, lots of them.
Wore some out, huh?
I says, I know something else you used, magnifying glasses.
Oh, to get
Oh,
all
you
those
couldn't
little things.
see all that, where to put a screw or where to put a
I'm
piece
anxious.
of glue.
But now,
or whatever.
is this plane? Is it upstairs now? And
No,
the upstairs
it is
closed?
downstairs
You still
now.
have it downstairs.
Have it
right?
downstairs, and when the library is open, you're invited to come in and see it.
First time we can
It's
see
on
that
the
be
table.
Sunday afternoon now,
Yes,
or next
yes.
Monday.
It was there yesterday. We won't
Okay.
get it upstairs till we get the place ready to put it.
Right. Okay.
So we're in that process now, and it will be protected, of course, from dust and everything because it has plastic sealed over
Okay,
it.
that's good.
And so it's good. And then thanks to Jay Cowland for joining in, and this map of his with flight routes on it
that'll add,
will add to
that'll
it.
add additional
Yes.
information.
Now, you think about this, will just bring us on through the wars.
Yes.
And our display will have all of the wars from, let's see, Texas Revolution to the Civil War, Spanish-American War. I know of one in this county was in it. I'm sure there are others. Maybe we can find them. That was in the Spanish-American War with Teddy Roosevelt. And
that was before my time. Was that before your time?
Well, a few years before my time, but just the same, Panola County was here at that time. Then World War I, and I'm having a real struggle getting those soldiers. I found the story of the first 6 that went, and I found the listing of the registrants. But that's a long list. They're not the ones.
They're not the ones who actually went.
No, I want the ones who actually went.
All right.
So we're still searching, and we want everyone we can get.
Well, I want you to do a good job on that now.
I'm going to do our best. Of course, that's where Mama is.
I'll give you a homework assignment, Mrs.
I have. Well, you know, to digress from what we're doing, my group down there, after all this excitement, we did our business. We had much business to tend to, so we had a long meeting. And then, just as I was about to declare it adjourned, Dow Bound says, wait a minute, I have something. And he and some friends presented me with a dictaphone and transcriber. And I says, in other words, you're saying get with it.
Get with it. Okay, we're going to have to hurry on.
Okay.
Texas State Network
now then, World War II we'll have, of course, this will be, got a bunch of stuff already.
Easier. That's
much
a little easier to get.
Well, there are people living that can tell us more about it.
Okay.
And then we'll get through Korea, Vietnam, and Desert Storm. See, I had already put this banner to the Desert Storm people.
Sure, so that's pretty well
that'll be part of it.
And then let's just hope and pray that that's all that we'll have.
This is the last war we'll ever need to honor, but I do want everybody to know that this will be an ongoing record, and I hope that 200, when the building's 200 years old, that's 2091.
What do you have to say then?
I don't know. I might say something. I understand that when the city commission met the other night and finished the lease for us on the building, that Lynn Benson piped up and said, 99 years, Ms. LeGrand will be here to renew this. And I said, you better count on my being here in spirit, if not in body.
There you go.
So this is an ongoing story that we hope our descendants will carry.
Under the circumstance, now let's see. Don't let me cut you off there. We got
we're going to have to, but this is our dream. We're still right on base on what we started with.
That's great.
We started with a desolate old building that was about to fall down, and we had 2 objectives, and that was to save that building, some item of the past, and that's the oldest building in the town. All right, save the building, which I've done this.
Right.
And create a place of safety for our heritage records.
And
this we
you're doing.
are doing. And so that was our dual objectives, and we expect it to carry on.
I think on that note, then I would say that we've come to a conclusion, or we've run out of time. And
No, the
I
conclusion will never
that.
come.
I
It'll
want
be
to
ongoing.
want to emphasize that you have so much work to do that I think that we better
run right quickly and get to
quit this program here so you can get out and get to work.
I do have
So,
it to do. And in the meantime, I'm researching the city commission records and the fire department records.
On that note, I want to. I've enjoyed being here and being your host this week on this program, and I appreciate so very much the many people who throughout the week have commented that they either listened to the program or enjoyed it or whatever it was that they said. This will bring our Thursday edition program to a conclusion. We thank you so much, Ms. McGrone. A number of people tell me from week to week and day to day how much they enjoy your program. We thank you for it. So until this same time tomorrow, when Jerry will be back to be your host, I bid you a good day and thank you.